Welcome back to the Neverwinter Nights. What do you call it? Original campaign. Yes, yes, that's what you call it. I knew there was a word for it. That's Alhalor's house. We don't want Alhalor's house. We want the cavern, the cracked anvil first. Then we want Wanev's cottage.
Hey, on to ye!
Okay, Relmar's journal. Sling of Seeking. Attack bonus +5. High Forest. AC +2. Only usable by Druid. I can't use it. Tomi's contract. Oh, there's something. Hala, huzzah! They're all in one place now. Okay. There we go. What's your miscellaneous haul? Lots of stuff that I've sold to you. That's what your miscellaneous haul is. Even more random stuff that I've sold to you. And more random stuff that I've sold to you and cannot use. And wow, lots more random stuff that I've sold to you. Okay. I think Tomi needs to level up.
Eh? What can Tomi do?
I'm always useful. Seeing as I've gained a bit of skill, though, let me sit down for a moment, then I can show you what I can do now. And you're blue. And you appear to be wearing metal armor. Oh. AC 23, Kukri +2. Interesting. Okay. Well. Okay. This is Wanev's cottage. It has a dog. Dogs don't like me for some reason. Maybe it's because they sense the demonicness of the trace of demon stuff that turned my character into a satyr. That's me just being silly. That dog barks at every player. Hey! Oh, there was a trap. Hey! I think that's worthwhile. It's a magic bag. My lore is pretty weak. Oh, good.
It's done.
Nice having a rogue who can spot those things and get rid of them very easily.
I always get my way.
Well, Skeleton Knuckles. I guess that's good if I want to buy anything from El Tora. Or skeletons.
I always get my way.
Here comes Halfling Death!
Yeah, web spells don't work against me. Get this a little bit bigger. Really? Bugbears! Okay. Some gold. Let's go into this room right here.
I
Magnificent.
always get my way.
Wow, that was a pretty hefty sneak attack. It made him explode. Legends of the Sword Coast. You know, I have a rogue now. I should probably not outrun them.
Step up to the fight. Bring them down.
Why is he way over there anyway? Probably because of pathing thing, he's trying to follow me. And stupid pathing.
You'll follow me, won't you?
Tomi! Are you stuck on the chair?
What can Tomi do for...
I'd like to know more about you. Well, there's only so much you can know about me, milady. Tomi Ondergals be the most famous halfling rogue in all of Kalimport. That about sums it up. Well, I have my tales of treachery and deceit, the likes of which have been told to wide-eyed little Kalimshite children for many years, but I doubt you'd be interested in that. Oh, go on. Let me tell you. Well, let's see. Tomi's had a bunch of... I know you want to tell me. Tomi's had a bunch of friends and a bunch of enemies in his time. There's only been one who's been both. My arch-nemesis, Samuel Bumbleheart. Sam and I were pals dating back to the good old days when we used to run wild through the streets as wee little urchins, stealing avocados and pinching purses. When I started to gain a little bit of notoriety on my own, however, Sam became a mite jealous, poor lad. Fame was always Sammy's thing. He always loved attention, and ever since he did that striptease in the half-orc bar to keep from getting pummeled, I've always thought he was a bit of a diva. You seem to enjoy the fame yourself. Oh, no, not so much. It's a bit hard to pick a pocket when you have 20 suspicious eyes on you. Great with the lasses, though, I'll admit. Sam was content for a while, but he'd get mad when folks always recognized me first. The guards would chase me down the street, and he'd complain, why didn't they chase me? Oh, he tried to show me up as a thief, not being very good. However, it only landed him in prison. In Kalimshan, that means you're as good as hung. I busted him out the first time, but that only embarrassed him. No good deed goes unpunished, you know, so Sammy had to take action. You'd think he'd be thankful for the help. Well, the truth is, I didn't really mean to break him out. It was an accident. The kind that brings down half the prison and causes a mass escape. Happens all the time, trust me. I don't know why Sammy was so mad, really. He just seemed to lose it completely. All that shouting and turning red in the face, it was just so sad. After all, he'd only broken a couple of legs. He could still walk. Even if it was with a limp, could I be held completely to blame? At any rate, Sammy decided enough was enough. It was time to ruin his best pal Tomi once and for all. You don't sound like his best pal. Of course I was. I mean, so what if I was the one who did the job he got arrested for? So what if I slept with his lady friend while he was in prison? We were buds. Sammy came up with a plan. Not the brightest plan, I suppose. He was never much of a planner. And his last plan, in fact, was a heist that ended up with him being left naked and cold on a ship to Mastica. Well, alright, I did forget to go pick him up, but it was his plan. This plan would be different, however. He, or so he thought. I'll have to tell you about it someday, my lady. Yeah. Can you follow me? Or are you stuck? I think you're stuck. Let's see if I go far enough this way to get you to teleport.
Step up to the fight. Bring them down. Won't someone help me here? You'll follow me, won't you?
Nope, he's stuck. Okay, I'll have to trade zones to get him unstuck.
I hope you like pain!
Finally, Tomi! Never mind. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to call it 16 minutes. Okay. Timer. Okay, let's let the thief do his thing first. And then let's kill the gargoyle that's going to pop up in the middle of nowhere. Wanev's bedroom journal. Appears to be the journal of one Wanev, a mage. It reads, "Curse the demon ale. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I have no idea where I put the ingredients for the recipe. How drunk was I? What was the blonde's name? Curses, if I can't find the ingredients, I can't get into my den. I think I left my wardstone and journal in there. What was I supposed to tell the bugbears again? There are numerous expletives here. Then I intend to return to my tower and never return to this stupid overpriced cottage. Thank the gods that I have nothing worse than trolls guarding the back way. Stupid wardstone." Oh dear. What is this? Wanev's cookbook. Appears to be a recipe for something revolting. It reads, "Poor stew, slad tongues ground with fire beetle belly parts make the base. Place in brazier. Add 2 parts skeleton knuckles and stir. Smells disgusting. Drink heavily before mixing. Do I have a slot?
What can...
Do I have slot tongue? I do. Two parts skeleton knuckle. Okay.
Eh? What can Tomi do for you?
Just want to talk. Continue your story from before. Oh, I know, I was telling you about Sammy's big plan to ruin old Tomi, wasn't I? Oh, yes. So Sammy concocts his plan to have little Tomi thrown in prison, just like he'd been. He was going to steal the most fabulous gem in Kalimshan, and I was to take the blame for it. If he could steal it, wouldn't that make him famous? I didn't say that Sammy was the smartest halfling on the block, and in his mind, having me stuck in Kalimshan prison, ravaged daily by burly convict cellmates, was worth it with any price. Ah, Sammy. Maybe he still resented my stealing both his lady friends. Actually, I stole his wife, too. Nah, that was years and years before. Anyway, since Sammy wasn't so skilled, he had to get some help. Ended up leveraging himself to a rather nasty elf by the name of Rhaegar. Rhaegar was good. He was also the meanest rogue in Kalimshan. And Sammy had to practically become his servant to get him to agree. Rhaegar was also a pretty good pal of mine, though Sammy didn't know that. Thing was, I'd already been planning to heist that jewel myself all along. When Rhaegar tipped me off to Sammy's plan, I laughed so hard I just about peed in my britches. I'm beginning to feel sorry for this Sammy fellow. Aye, well, he was a fellow to pity at times. Once, I remember I left Sammy in the dark bazaar by accident. He showed up 3 days later, pitch white and devoid of hair. Ah, those were the days. I did the only thing I could think of course. I made a plan of my own and went ahead with the heist. Until the night of the heist, I didn't let on that I knew what Sammy was up to. He acted all innocent, of course, didn't say a word to me, even told me to get lost. It was quite a ruse, I tell you. But I saw through it all. He was no friend of mine, after all. He had become my arch-nemesis. Your arch-nemesis? Exactly, like a cunning serpent, he had hid himself as my friend. Never would I have suspected such simple Sammy, the childhood pal I had deep-pantsed in front of the Molokai girls' choir. Still, I wanted to teach Sammy a lesson. What happened to him the night of the heist was quite tragic. Oh, no. It's terrible, the only thing I truly regret in my life. I shall have to tell you about it sometime. Let's just get on with your quest. I don't want to think about Sammy any longer.
Eh?
Oh, right, the night of the jewel heist. I suppose you've been a fine lady. My friend, my lady, I can tell you about it. The gem we were after was no other than the fabled Star of Kalimshan. It's not the most valuable ruby in the land, but certainly one of the most notorious. According to legend, the Pashas of Kalimshan gifted it to their wives on their wedding night, and the stone glows from within, filled with the tears of their lost innocence, or so the story goes. My daring plan and Sammy's was to pluck this stone from the depths of the royal palace, from the very chambers of the Sil Pasha's wife herself. Why steal it if it wasn't valuable? The ruby's value is more in the fame one would get, my lady. Still, Pasha would never rest until he captured whoever was responsible for its theft. At any rate, the night came. Sammy and Rhaegar stole into the place ahead of me. With Sammy having no idea of my presence, Rhaegar left a trail that was quite easy to follow. I remember being impressed at the time that things were going so well. No guards alerted, no problems whatsoever. I thought maybe Sammy's foul luck had finally turned for once, and then... Well, of course, Sammy tripped over a fold in the carpet and took a spill into a suit of armor. It fell over him into two others, and the resulting clatter would have woken Nebuchadnezzar's dead brother-in-law. Poor Rhaegar turned white as a virgin's dainty bottom when he saw the horde of soldiers charging down the hall. He leapt out the window without first considering we were over the lion pit. Poor fellow. What happened to Sammy? The guards ran right past the pile of armor, didn't even think to look for small halfling buried under there, lucky for Sammy. Anyway, give old Sammy some credit for stubbornness. Climbed out from under that armor and still came for the ruby. Found me plucking it from its pedestal, in fact. He was surprised to see me, to say the least. I decided to give him a piece of my mind, as I recall. Why did you betray me? Why, Sammy? I've never done anything to you. But that's not true. What do you mean? Oh, I admit I made one or two mistakes in the past, but Sammy and I were pals, not anymore, of course, now that Sammy turned traitor. I never got to hear his response. Oddly, he just turned all purple and his eyes bulged out and he spluttered a lot. Looks rather like some outraged kobold. Guards ran in just then and it was pandemonium. There was fighting, screaming, and running. Last I remember, I dived into the sea and woke up 3 days later on a freighter bound for Tharsil. Want to hear the funny part? For all that, Sammy was a terrible thief. He was a wonderful pickpocket. Stole the ruby right off me, he did. Had nothing to show for all that. What happened to Sammy? Not sure exactly. I'd heard he ended up on a slave ship and somehow got sold to one of the high captains on Liskin. Poor sod. Me, I'd like to track down that ruby one of these days. Star of Kalimshan. It'd still be worth it to make me famous. Perhaps we'll find your ruby sometime. Thanks, milady. You're quite a friend yourself. Now let's get on with your quest, shall we?
Eh? What can Tomi do for you?
I think I want to look at what your stats are. Chaotic neutral. Yeah. You're chaotic neutral in the horrible, horrible, horrible way. Okay. Skeleton. Fire beetle belly. Slod tongue. I'll leave that.
No can do.
What is your disarm trap skill? 14. What is my disarm trap skill? Not that high. How are you? What level are you? 10. How are you a level 10 rogue and... Okay. 8. I have 8. Okay, so we are going to hit save, Millie, death trap, and we're going to come way, way, way over here. And I'm going to say hold.
Now don't you move from this spot.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I'm going to save over there because otherwise I'm going to, if I have to reload, he'll appear right next to me. Ah, you are certainly no Neeshka. Oh, good. It was electrical.
You'll follow me, won't you?
Success not possible? I could use a lockpick, but I'll just let Tomi do it.
Aye, it's done.
Loves of the Yellow Rose. I have never... Wanev's lab journal. Found a trap that Neeshka can. Portal stew. Lovely. Okay. Wanev's wardstone. Anything else in here of use? That appears to be it. Why am I walking?